Muhammad Ali versus Frazier, the Red Sox and Yankees, Duke and UNLV. The thought of a rematch is enticing. Being able to witness it and be in between the battleground is another. It's the rubber match, number 1 Holy Cross versus number 2 Waterbury Career Academy for all the marbles. And in this case, an NVL title is up for grabs. Hello everybody, Chris Saunders alongside with me, Dave Grant. And Dave, you've been a part of these for many, many years, going back to obviously Ali and Bob Sagendorf, so on and so forth. You've seen a number of these NVL championship games. And where does this one shape up for you coming into the game?
Well, this has got to be one of those games where you're really looking at it and hoping that it's going to be everything that it's being built up to be. You know, you have Holy Cross beats Career Academy at Holy Cross by 5. Then you have Waterbury Career Academy beating Holy Cross at Career Academy by 5. So, you know, this is the perfect rubber match game, the perfect scenario, set up on a neutral court. And like you said, who could have asked for a better game for all the marbles tonight? You
know, congratulations to the Holy Cross girls basketball program. They won another NVL title, beat St. Paul yesterday at Naugatuck 48-46. So Coach Lombardo having another NVL title as they head on to their state tournament games. Both these teams, Dave, last year were also 18-4 going into their championship game, Dave. And one thing that kind of stood out to me in that matchup, when you think about it, it was an 82-68 final. Elijah Parker had 31 points. Everybody else had under 10. The next closest was 9 points. But then you had on the career side, you had 24 from Williams, 24 from Zaire Lott. Then you had a couple players who we're going to see tonight. Marino had 7, Jeremiah with 10. But the biggest factor in that game, they were 15 of 25 from the free throw line during that game. And that kind of helped seal the deal late.
Yeah, and you know, this game right here, you know, Holy Cross has got to have someone other than Parker scoring. I mean, Gunny's got to step up, Hart's got to step up, Unwin step up, Acosta. I mean, someone's got to come up and have a 15, 18, 20-point game to complement him. One man can't win a tournament.
No, I will tell you, because when I go into games like this, Dave, right, when I have a couple minutes and I'm not taking out my dog or, having conversations with my wife about the day, I'll jot down the two teams, the top 10 best players. And I have to tell you, Dave, it was split with this game. 5-5 for both. Like, it's as even as can be. But I can tell you, both these teams are eerily similar because not just Holy Cross, but Career Academy, their strengths are their defense. Their defense turns into offense with the transition, getting into runs. The shooting aspect are pretty much maybe one or two players in terms of consistent shooting. But as far as being able to get into a transition game, either side can do it, and they've done it well.
Yeah, and the big factor for Career tonight is going to be the defensive player of the league this year, Rossi. If he can do what he's been doing all along, shutting the middle down, clearing the boards, getting the outlet pass off for the run game, he's a big factor. He doesn't put a lot of points out there, not a lot of points, but he does the dirty work. He does the yeoman stuff that other people don't want to do, the rebounding, the defense, giving the ball up. He's a big factor, even though he doesn't have a lot of points out there. Now tonight, again, like I said, Achilles heel for Holy Cross, foul shooting. They could win or lose based on their foul shooting tonight, and it's something they struggle with all year round. And of course, I'm not going to knock Coach Wilson. I love Coach Wilson. I'm not going to say anything except that, God, you would think a whole year that they'd figure it out some way, shape, or form,
Well, I have to tell you, because we do have at halftime J.P. Vance Jr. with his boot on. Hope he's doing okay. He's right in front of you right now. He did tell me to say something during the free throw shooting, which I'll have to say for the people back at home or if they're watching on YouTube or listening on the radio. So make sure, Dave, you're listening a little bit more careful because he sent me something and he's right here. So hopefully he'll listen.
All right.
You'll like it.
Okay.
It's quite funny. Now, we look at both of these teams, right? 10 years for Ronan, many, many years for Mike Wilson at his time with Naugatuck, now at Holy Cross. Both of these teams, when you look at how they got to this point, right? you've got Career Academy. They took on Seymour. They took on Crosby. Holy Cross took on Kennedy. Went to overtime with Torrington after, we didn't even mention, Torrington blowing a 20-point lead to this Holy Cross Crusader team. And one thing to look at is with the Spartans, they've led in all 8 of the quarters that they played during this tournament in the NVL quarters and semis. Can they continue that in this championship game? We'll find out.
Yeah, and again, I was talking with one of the assistant coaches for Kennedy, and he was agreeing with me too. Holy Cross has got to stay away from that one quarter where they disappear. If they want a championship, they can't disappear for a quarter, because what happens is they usually dig a hole. They're lucky to get out of that hole with Torrington and come away with a victory. But I don't know if they could do that against a Career Academy. You know what I'm saying?
I agree with you, Dave. We're moments away from the starting 5 as Holy Cross and Career will be announced, and then the national anthem. And I also forgot to mention, too, the shirts being worn by Holy Cross are an event that's going on at the YMCA right now for Mr. Lott, who suffered a cardiac arrest after the game against Kennedy. They're wearing the shirts to support the cause and to make sure everybody, no matter how old or young, to get your heart tested.
I go to a cardiologist regularly.
And the doctor.
So who are our zebras tonight?
I'll announce that in just a moment. I'm going to hold on for that a little bit more.
Okay.
You know the zebras, Dave, very well.
Yeah.
As you hear the PA announcer go over the rules and regulations for both fans, students, players, coaches, everybody else alike, even us too. I'm sure people can hear us from where we are atop here at Wilby High School. I forgot to mention we are at the Reggie O'Brien Gymnasium at Wilby High School, of which the Wilby Wildcats have all their home games. Wilby's on the road. They take on New London next week. And we'll get into other matchups as far as the NVL with those teams concerned during the course of this game.
Well, I'll tell you what, I didn't think it was that spectacular of a crowd, but it's starting to fill in now, Chris. People are still walking in, and the stands are starting to fill in. Remember, we can fit almost 3,000 in here. So we have probably about 75% full right now in here.
Chris Saunders alongside Dave Grant and Bob Davis at the 1320 WHR Mother Studios. It's the NVL Championship game, number 1 Holy Cross, number 2 Career, and now the starting 5 for the number 2 seed in the NVL tournament, the Waterbury Career Academy Spartans, 18-4.
Coached by the Big Irishman.
Yes, the Big Irishman, Ronan O'Leary, 10 years with the program. Number 30 senior, second team all NVL, Dylan Rossi. Number 1 junior, Anthony Rodriguez. Junior, Makai Weaver, a second team all NVL player, can also clean the boards off pretty well, Dave.
Weaver's good at the boards, absolutely.
Followed by number 3 senior, Koan Petaway. And lastly, first team all NVL, 18-point per game, Jeremiah Williams, a senior. He's been a part of 2 of the NVL titles and also an NVL, or rather a state championship against Bloomfield 2 years ago.
And Spartans getting down and getting themselves psyched up.
And now the starting 5 for the Holy Cross Crusaders, coached by Mike Wilson. First year with Holy Cross, spent many years with the Naugatuck Greyhounds.
Yep. Mike, a good player in his own right.
He played at Ryder, correct?
Well, he played a season at Ryder. He played for Naugatuck High School, played a season at Ryder, and then don't quote me. I think he went to New York. I think he went to Siena, but I'm not sure.
First player to be announced, number 4 junior Zahar, just second team all NVL talents. Followed by Dalen Orozco, number 12 junior, and then 3 seniors to follow. Jordan Gunthrop, second team all NVL.
Gunny has to have a good game tonight.
Number 1, Adrian Acosta. I'm glad you've now got the name under Gunny. I've said that many times.
Yeah.
And now the last one, 0, Elijah Parker, top senior and first team all NVL talent. Dave, before we send it back to the studio, any final thoughts?
Let's get ready to rumble! How's that?
I love that. Now we'll send it back to the station for the national anthem. When we come back, tip-off here for the NVL Championship. You are listening to the NVL Championship game on 1320 WATR. All right, Bob, after this commercial. Thank you. Back here at the Reggie O'Brien Gymnasium, Holy Cross number 1, Career Academy number 2, the NVL Championship game being broadcasted on 1320 WATR and also live streaming on YouTube as well. As my partner Dave Grant has seen so many of these NVL Championship games, and I can tell it still gets you fired up.
Oh, yeah. You want to hear something? Here's a fact that'll blow you away.
Okay.
We're at the Reggie O'Brien gym.
Yep.
Reggie O'Brien was one of my all-star coaches in basketball when I was a senior in high school.
Wow. That's going back some years.
Yeah.
The officials, Brian Mick, Steve Kirk, and Hakeem Gilman. 3-man crew.
Steve's a good official.
Very good. He's always typically around the state. Also, I broadcast with him on NFHS as well. In the center of the court, right. Elijah Parker and Weaver. Weaver of Career. Parker of Holy Cross. Holy Cross in their white. Career in their black. The NVL Championship game is underway. Opening tip won by Holy Cross, and here we go. Roscoe as Holy Cross going left to right. Zay Harge near the left wing side, guarded by Rodriguez. Now Parker on the right wing side with Holy Cross going left to right. You've got Roscoe back to Parker. 7:40 in this first quarter, 19 on the shot clock. Neither team scoring so far. Parker in the right corner. Now Roscoe in the wing. Zone defense by Career. Parker floats to the Gunny in the left corner. Gunny back to Parker. Everybody getting their touches. Roscoe back to Parker. Top of the K3. That's an air ball by Elijah Parker. And a shot clock violation.
Good defense by Waterbury Career. Holy Cross has got to learn how to break that zone. Again, they're just throwing the ball around. You don't throw the ball around on a zone. You got to go into the creases.
You've got Jeremiah Williams, first team all NVL talent, swarmed by 2. Rossi outside the three-point line, spinning by to the wing. That's Jeremiah Williams. They find Rossi. Rossi to Weaver. Back turn to the basket. Rodriguez looking the drive. Right hand floater. No good. Acosta lost the handle. Rodriguez fighting for the ball. Retains it for Career. Still has it in the paint. Goes outside to Petaway. Left corner. 3. Score! And the first 3 of the game will be made by Kawan Petaway. And Career gets first blood. 3-0 over Holy Cross. Under 7 to play in the first. Gunny wearing number 3, Roscoe number 12, Holy Cross going left to right. 6:40 in this first quarter, 3-0 Career leading Holy Cross. Parker in the right corner, horizontal pass over, correction will be off the hands of Jeremiah Williams, stays to Holy Cross.
Dangerous, dangerous cross-court pass.
Yeah, near the baseline too.
Yeah, you could have hit the rim on that one trying to do that across there.
6:35 in this first quarter to go, 13 on the shot clock. Gunny looking to go baseline driving. And Gunny is able to score 3-2. Career leads by 1. 6:20 to go in the first. Chris Saunders alongside Dave Grant. Rodriguez to Weaver. Top of the key to Williams. Williams looking to drive himself over Acosta. And it rattles in and out. One and done by Career. Holy Cross looking to run. And Kawan Petaway with a defensive play. But I think they'll call goaltending.
That was close. That was close. I think that ball, just because you hit it off the backboard doesn't make it goaltending. It has to either hit the backboard and you hit it, or it has to be on its way down. That was close.
So Holy Cross has their first lead. They're up by 1. Here's Petaway to Rossi. Parker popped up high. Loose still. Parker trying to go for the steal. Rodriguez stays with it. They let them play. Rodriguez, baseline. Weaver, left corner. Unkiltered on the shot. Williams can't get the putback either. Under 6 to play in the first. Up by 1 is Holy Cross. Harge makes a move. Acosta to Gunny in the left wing side. Holy Cross going left to right. Zone defense again by Career. Ronan, 10 years with Career. Parker making a move baseline. He throws it right to Petaway of Career. Career's in transition. Petaway can't make it. Putback good by Weaver. Weaver gets his first bucket, the second team all NVL talent, second lead for Career. They're up 5-4. 5:12 to go in the first. Gunny to Parker. Parker guarded by Jeremiah Williams, 2 first all NVL talents. Gunny, right corner, 3 by Roscoe. And Roscoe hits the first 3 for Holy Cross.
Count it.
7-5, Holy Cross back up by 2. Under 5 to play in the first. Rodriguez working on Harge. He's looking to drive. Rodriguez. Offensive foul on Rodriguez. His first, team's first.
Great job by Gunny to sit in there and sacrifice his body. He knew he was coming down out of control, and he got that charge. Let me tell you what, that hurts when you get hit like that. But you know what? It's for the team, and he did a great job. That's good team play.
Gunny inbounds to Roscoe. Neither team subbing so far. Roscoe, 4:38 to go in the first. 28 on the shot clock. Holy Cross leads by 2. Roscoe can't make it 4. Put back no again. Back-to-back misses by Holy Cross. Here goes Career. Weaver picked his pocket. That's Gunny. Gunny with Roscoe in front. Gunny's looking to drive. And defensive play by Rossi on the defensive side for Career. He got back.
He got back fast.
And it looks like Steve Kirk may be saying to put either time on the clock or maybe adjust the shot clock. Roscoe will be inbounding regardless. 4:21 to go in the first. 7-5. Holy Cross up by 2.
All right.
31 on the shot clock.
Because it didn't hit the rim on the block, so, and they had already reset the shot clock.
Rodriguez guarding Harge. Harge has had a great season thus far.
Another block.
Unlucky in the right defensive play by Career. Petaway with the pumpkin. Now Rossi hands it off back to Petaway. Williams in the front court guarded by Roscoe. Career going right to left. They're down by 2 are the Spartans. 4 minutes to go in this first. Petaway with a nice lane. Petaway puts it up, and that's a cold brick, Dave. Harge on the opposite end. Harge.
Blocking foul.
Yep. That will be on Rodriguez. Quickly his second, team second. Or correction, they're going to call that on Rossi.
They called on Rossi?
That's what I heard the P announcer just say.
Yeah.
So it's on Rossi. So not on Rodriguez. So Rossi's first. Rodriguez still has 1. Parker with Holy Cross up by 2. Acosta makes it 4. Now 4 of the 5 starters have scored for Holy Cross. The lone one that hasn't is Parker. 9-5. Holy Cross leads. 3:35 to go in the first. Petaway lost his footing. Last touch by Holy Cross. As it goes out of bounds. Inbounding Career behind the Holy Cross basket.
Waterbury Career's a little bit out of sync on their offense right now.
They look disjointed a little bit,
Yeah.
Williams inbounding.
And I don't know if that's the jump and trapping defense that's causing it or jitters. Who knows?
Rodriguez to William. Catch and shoot. Misses the 3. A 1 and done by Career. 3:25 to go in the first. Gunny. Right corner. Zay Harge. Can't make the 3. Defensive board by Weaver. 3:18 to go in the first. 4-point lead for Holy Cross. Here's Weaver. He'll try for 3. No good on the 3. Rossi second chance. Petaway 3. No good again. Williams puts it up. Doesn't go in. It's loose. It'll be Zay Harge. Harge still carrying the pumpkin. Mid now 3/4. Finding Roscoe. Roscoe with a finger roll. No, as it was stuck by the rim in the left low post. Here goes Jeremiah Williams right to left. Williams 10-footer. No, that's an air ball. Gunny, mid now 3/4 on the Career side. Gunny, whistle blown, and a blocking foul on Weaver.
He got that call not because he really was out of position, but because he flopped is what he did. Okay? If he had not hit the ground, there wouldn't have been a whistle. There was barely any contact there.
And that will put Jordan Gunthrop at the line for the first 2 free throws for either side.
Okay, free throw. Say it now.
Well, I have to wait. Just wait.
Okay.
Just wait. 2:44 to go in this first quarter. First free throw by Gunny. And that missed free throw is brought to you by Dave Grant. Free throw shooting clinic. If you ever want to reach out to him, just contact him through WATR.
Oh, jeez. Funny guy.
Second free throw, good. So 1 of 2 is Holy Cross at the line by a made free throw by Jordan Gunthrop. It's a 5-point lead for Holy Cross. 2:40 to go in this first quarter. Weaver near the wing side. Now in the front court, Jeremiah Williams. Williams Working on Roscoe, finds Weaver. Now Rodriguez, Holy Cross defensively, gets a steal. Gunny to Zay Harge. Harge with a nice pump fake. He can't make the money. It's still loose. He gets his own offensive rebound. It's tipped again to the hands of Rossi.
How can you miss that, buddy?
Weaver working on Acosta baseline. Now Rodriguez. Marino into the game. First sub for either side. Weaver still making a move. Draws the foul on Acosta. And Acosta will be his first, team's first here in the first quarter. 2:04 to go in said quarter. 5-point lead for Holy Cross. Mekhi Weaver at the line. Averaging 9 a game, already has a bucket. As the crowd, Dave, still piling into the Reggie O'Brien Gymnasium for this NVL championship. First free throw, good.
And that's the first score for career in 3 minutes.
A little bit of a drought by the Spartans. Their third appearance in the NVL final, trying to make it 3 for 3. As we'll have 2 subs coming in for Holy Cross with 2:04 to go. As we actually will await for those subs, as Davis and Jones will be coming in.
And it's very hard to three-peat in anything.
Holy Cross did it, or rather, correction, Sacred Heart did it back in the 15 through 19 season. Before Naugatuck, and actually before that, Holy Cross beat Sacred Heart in the semifinal in the 2019-2020 season.
Yep.
Second free throw by Weaver is no good. So both teams 1 of 2 at the line. Weaver with 3. Back to a 4-point lead for Holy Cross. Parker to Gunny, and Gunny traveled. The officials for tonight's game again, Mick, Kirk, and Gilman. Chris Saunders alongside Dave Grant for this NVL championship game, 1 versus 2.
You gonna be doing any games with Kirk? With Steve Kirk for the
at Mohegan Sun.
Mohegan? Yeah.
Yes, I will be. Turner, who's also into the game for the first time for career. They've gone to their 2 subs as career, who have over 100 points off the bench, Marino and Turner. Turner, left corner 3. No good again. Weaver off his hand, right to Gunny. Gunny's on the run. Gunny looking to drive, lost the ball. It was picked again by Career. And then Rossi finds Williams. This defense for Career is good, Dave.
It is, but I tell you, they got to start taking advantage of when they get steals. They got to take advantage. They can't just hold the ball. They got to get up and run a little, get a little transition going, because they're not getting very much out of their set offense right now.
1:24 to go in the first. 4-point lead for Holy Cross, 10-6. Williams inbounding behind the Holy Cross basket, trying to find somebody. They do with Marino. Marino gives it to Williams. Parking lot 3. No good on the 3. And it'll be rebounded by Jones, but then a foul by Marino. So that'll be his first, team's 4th.
Silly reach-in foul in the backcourt there. Didn't need that.
So far, Williams yet to score, averaging 18 a game.
And that's 4. 4 versus 1 in fouls called against Career Academy versus Holy Cross.
Here goes Parker, yet to score in this first quarter. 1:12 to go, 30 on the shot clock. Parker, guarded by 2. Parker finds the open man in Davis. And Davis gets his first bucket, the sophomore wearing number 21. 12-6. Holy Cross leading Career, the 2 seed over the 1 seed. Rossi, or rather the 1 seed over the 2 seed, I should say. Weaver working on Parker, and Weaver able to score for his second made bucket. He's got 5, 12-8, 4-point lead for Holy Cross. 39 on the game clock, 30 on the shot clock. Parker pulls up, they let him shoot the 3. No good again, back iron. Shot clock is off, 30 seconds to go. Can Career cut their deficit? They're down by 4. Williams lost the ball. Defense by Parker. Here goes Williams. Or Christian Parker on the drop step. And Parker's on the board. 17 seconds to go in the first. 14-8. Holy Cross leads. Williams mid now 3/4. Gets by Orozco. Williams had a defensive stop by Davis with 9.5 to go.
No.
Perone waiting to come in.
Career Academy went a whole 5 minutes without scoring a bucket. And we were talking about Holy Cross disappearing in a quarter.
Yeah. 9.5 to go in the first. Roscoe is out. Perone in. Marino to Rossi. Rossi guarding Parker. Now you've got Marino. Marino to Williams. Left corner. Pulls it up before the buzzer. And he got the 3. 1 second second to go. Holy Cross will not get a shot off before the end of the first. And Dave, that three may kind of give Career a little bit of momentum.
That put a little life into them.
We'll send it back and come back for the second quarter here for the NVL Championship game, 14-11. Holy Cross leading Career. You are listening to the NVL Championship game on WATR.
Back here, Willoughby High School, North End, Waterbury. Reggie O'Brien Gymnasium, but it's also the George Torado Court, which unfortunately we haven't mentioned once tonight, and so I'm throwing that out there right now. So, you know, Career was up 5-4, and then they didn't go, and they went 5 whole minutes without scoring a basket. They had a free throw in there, but 5 whole minutes without scoring a basket. In the meantime, you know, Holy Cross went on a 10-point run on them.
And here we go, second quarter, 14-11. Holy Cross leading Career. Leading scores for Holy Cross. You've got 3 from Jordan Gunthrop, and for Career, 5 from Mekhi Weaver. Williams, their leading scorer, only has 3, made a 3 before the end of the first quarter. 12 seconds into the second quarter, still Career with the ball. Marino, now Turner from the right corner, and got the 3. Did Turner. Third made 3 by Career, and we're tied at 14.
That gave him a little spunk at the end of that quarter.
Yes, it did. Let's see what Holy Cross will do. Zay Harge will dribble into the paint, and Turner with a nice defensive play. Dave, it's like a block party on both sides.
I was going to say it was a block party, but you beat me to it.
Marino. Williams, guarded by Parker. Williams, and I think he got the foul on Parker.
Yeah, they're going to call Parker riding him.
His first, team's first in the first quarter. Holy Cross only had 1 team foul in the first quarter. And Parker has something to say. It looks like maybe to Zay Harge about maybe a defensive blown assignment.
Could have been.
7:16 to go in the second. We're tied at 14 on a pretty packed gym here at the Reggie O'Brien Gymnasium at the George Torado Court here at Willoughby High School. Rossi hands it off to Williams. We're tied at 14. Turner, who just made a 3 to tie it for our first tie of the game. Turner to Marino. Marino near the top of the key. Now Williams, 22 on the shot clock. Williams with a nice finger roll up the glass. Pretty. 5 for Jeremiah Williams. Dave, that was a nice move.
That was a beautiful move. And all of a sudden, they've gone from a 5-point deficit to a 2-point lead.
Under 7 to play in this half. As you heard Dave say, a 2-point lead. Parker will just let it roll. And then we're going to have backcourt violation on Parker, and Parker's not happy again.
Parker thinks that Career touched it first.
That was Marino who was going after the pumpkin. Well, the sub coming in, Roscoe is in, Perrone is out. Inbounding behind the Holy Cross basket is Williams. And I got to tell you, Dave, Parker needs to move on to the next thing. Cannot let that cloud over this game.
Now he's got to just
move on. Basically,
he's got to be the senior leader that he's supposed to be. And
Marino
wipe it off and let it go.
Marino to Weaver, wide open, long 2, no good. Hands of Marino, offensive board. Second chance for a Career in the right low post. Marino draws the foul, and I think they'll call that on Jones in the right low post. That was Steve Kirk making the call, and that will be on Jones, his first, team second. Fun fact about Steve Kirk, his son had a great curveball back in the day. Pitched at Notre Dame West Haven. Also pitched for the Bristol Blues. Now Steve Kirk, a part of Berlin, works with their athletic department. At the line for 2 will be Career. They're up by 2. First free throw, good. That was by Marino. Academy 2 of 3 at the line. They are 1 of 2 in the first quarter. Dave, I had to use your pen. I apologize.
That's why I got plenty of them there.
I think we have enough pens to open up a Staples up here.
Yeah.
And paper.
I got 3 more in my pocket. And another pair of glasses.
Oh, I may need those when I'm a little bit older. 6:23 to go in the second. 3-point lead for Career. Trying to make it forward. Another made free throw potential. Here goes the second. Free throw's good. 3 of 4 at the line is Career. They're up by 4. 6:20 to go in the second. Parker.
7 unanswered points by Career. Holy Cross scoreless in this quarter.
Parker guarded by Marino. Parker working baseline. Gets the pass off to Gunny. Now Unwin who's into the game. 3 ball a little bit short. Kiwan Petaway on the offensive board. They'll say last touch by Parker. And again, Parker has something to say to the officials.
He's not going to get away with that in college.
No.
A little murmur in college and you're going to get teed up. Absolutely, they do not stand for it.
They don't care who you are.
They don't care.
2 minutes into this second quarter, 4-point lead for Career. Marino waving to Turner. 1 bounce pass at the front court. Now it's Turner again. Finds Petaway, guarded by Gunny. Petaway turning near the left wing side. Floats it to Marino on a high-low. Marino waits, gets it over Unwin, and it's no good. Right before the shot clock would have gone off. Under 6 to play in the second, still a 4-point lead for Career. Holy Cross on the offensive side. Gunny driving into the paint. Turns back out to the left wing side of Harge. Harge will dribble a couple times wearing the white sneakers. Ball is loose, picked up by Roscoe. And then Roscoe was fouled in the paint by, I think, Turner. Wait for the call, will be Turner. That's going to be his first, team's first here in the second quarter.
And Holy Cross is still at the 5:21 mark yet to score. Now we can talk about disappearing in a quarter. No, it's not. It's too early to say that.
Actually, they're going to call that on Williams, so not on Turner.
I thought it was on Williams.
I thought it was on Turner, just by the reaction that he had. Yeah. Still a 4-point lead for Career. 18 to 14, 5:17 to go in the second. Here goes Gunny. Gunny on the left wing side. Now Roscoe to Parker. Parker working on Turner. And we're going to have a jump ball call, possession Holy Cross. And even the fan section, the student section, has something to say to Steve Kirk. It's okay, Steve. Dave and I, we are your friends.
Timeout. Holy Cross is going to want a timeout to talk about this.
Mike Wilson is signaling for a timeout, and Hakeem Gilman will give it to him. We'll take a timeout as well. 5:06 to go in the second. 4-point lead. 30-second break. Thank you, Dave, for that. Yep. 4-point lead for Career, 18 to 14. You are listening to NVL Championship Basketball on WATR.
Here we are, back at Wilby High School. Second quarter action, 5:06 remaining in this quarter. Waterbury Career Academy, 7-0 run to start this quarter, up 18 to 14. Holy Cross has yet to score. Mike Wilson calls the timeout, reorganizes players.
Here's Parker, baseline, and he was fouled in the left low post. And that'll be 2 free throws for the senior Elijah Parker. The fouls will be on double ones. Marino, his second, team second. And now this is where Elijah Parker is either on or off. We'll know early with the first free throw attempted. As Parker goes through his motion, he bends, the lefty shoots, and it's good. Good sign for Parker.
Good form on that one.
Holy Cross 2 of 3 at the line. Now, what did he do there, Dave, that worked so beautifully?
He just had his complete rhythm. It was a 1, 2, 3 follow through, up onto his toes. Just used his legs. Everything was perfect, just like that one.
Free throw is good again. 3 of 4 are both Holy Cross and Career. Parker's got 4. He surpasses Calvin Murphy from Norwalk for number 12 all time. in boys basketball scoring. Weaver on the opposite end with a nice reverse in the right low post. Weaver's got 7. He averages 9, the second team All-NVL talent.
And Calvin Murphy played in the NBA for many years.
That's a big name to pass.
Yeah.
Offensive foul, yes. I think that'll be on Unwin.
Yeah, they're going to get him on a moving screen.
Now, Dave, for people who may not know, fill us in on a moving screen. What is that exactly?
It's basically when you set a screen, you have to keep both your feet still, and you can't lean into one way or the other. You can't move your feet as the defensive player is trying to come by you. And he did. He moved and created the contact. That's a defensive foul. That's an offensive foul, rather.
Rodriguez back into the game. Pettaway, top of the key. Pettaway looking to drive. The teardrop comes up cold. 4-point lead for Career. Here goes Zaharj. Holy Cross looking to run. Roscoe guarded by Rodriguez. Now Gunny. Gunny swimming through. Harge wide open for 3. A little bit short. Ricochets right to Harge. Second chance. Roscoe. Holy Cross down by 4. Parker misses the 3. And we're going to have another offensive foul on Holy Cross.
It looks like it's going to be on Unwin again.
Yes, it is. The big, number 22, his second.
2 quick ones.
Dave, team's 4th.
A lot of time left in this. Half of the quarter's left. We'll pick up one more. They're shooting the rest of this quarter.
And Unwin is out of the game. Acosta back in. So Career will have Pettaway, Rodriguez, Turner, Weaver, and Rossi. Rodriguez on the right side with Pettaway. Now Rossi. Rossi to Rodriguez, left wing side with Career going right to left. They just get it to Rossi. Then Rossi lost the ball, regained by Gunny, but they will say that Gunny stepped on the baseline behind his basket, so a break for Career.
Yeah, that was a good steal by Holy Cross. They just couldn't grasp that pumpkin and hold on to it.
Oh, look, you said the pumpkin.
I did that just for you, man.
Oh, thank you. But now I have to say the rock because you said the pumpkin.
That's right.
So Ron O'Leary getting an explanation from the, one of the officials. Again, Mick, Kirk, and Gilman are the 3 officials. Rodriguez will float it inbounder to Rossi. Now back to Rodriguez, guarded by Parker. Here's Turner finding Rossi. Rossi wide open. Rodriguez, Pettaway, 3-ball from the lefty. Off the back iron. Weaver gets the offensive board. Weaver can't make the bunny in the right low post. May have been contested. It's loose still. Regained by Holy Cross. That's Roscoe. And then a reach-in foul by Turner.
That was a cheap little foul by Turner. You can't do that. That's, I think, his second. He's going to pull him out. Well,
first. That was his first. That was when I messed up with the Williams and Turner.
That's right.
But that foul looks like will force Turner at least out. Maybe not because of the foul, but either way to get Williams back into the game.
There you go.
3:35 to go in this first half. 4-point lead for Career with Roscoe inbounding on the side of the Career bench. Chris Saunders alongside Dave Grant. NVL championship game, 1 versus 2. The 2 leading the 1 by 4. That is Career over Holy Cross. Roscoe wearing number 12 back to Harge. Now Gunny guarded by Rodriguez. Acosta top of the key, a former linebacker for the Holy Cross Crusaders. Harge top of the key. Gunny for 3. No good again on the 3. Acosta on the offensive board. Second chance for Holy Cross. Gunny from the stripe. And it's no good again. Pettaway on the defensive board. Pettaway to Rodriguez. Rodriguez looking to go downhill. Kicks it outside. Williams contested. It doesn't matter. He makes another 3. He's got 6, and that's Career's 4th made 3 of the half. 23-16. Spartans lead. Parker can't make the bunny in the left low post. And it's a 1 and done for Holy Cross and a jump ball call. Possession Career.
That was a quick whistle on a jump ball.
Rossi was trying to swim by to get away from Acosta. How about Acosta sticking with it? Rossi and Acosta played against each other for football. They know a thing or two on the gridiron.
Yeah.
Pettaway to Williams. Williams got his pocket picked by Parker. Parker swims by the potential charge, and he's able to score. He's got 6. Nice job by Elijah Parker. 23-18. Career leads. Williams lost the ball again. It's Roscoe. Roscoe can't make the bunny. It goes to the hands of Rodriguez. Rodriguez lost the ball. It's Parker. What a nice play. Give and go to Harge. He was fouled.
Oh, he fouled hard, too. He hit that ground.
Harge will be at the line for 2.
Selfish play by Elijah Parker to get that ball in his teammates' hands. Unselfish play.
And for Career, again, just not making smart passes and allowing Holy Cross to be able to get what they need to do in a lot of ways. Get running, get in transition.
Well, they're not coming to the ball. Parker knows that, so he's timing his jab at the ball as they're turned away from him and the ball's coming to him.
Free throw is good, 4 of 5. Good analysis by you, Dave. 3 points for Harge. And you've said that too, that kids nowadays just don't come to the ball. They wait for it for whatever reason.
Yeah, man, I'll tell you, that got drilled into our mind growing up. Come to the ball, come to the ball.
Free throw is good. 5 of 6 at the line is Holy Cross. They've attempted 4 free throws. They've made all 4. Here goes Rodriguez, a 3-point lead for Career. Weaver open for 3. No good on the 3. Holy Cross in a run again. Parker, give and go to Gunny. And the lead, still 3. Parker hit a couple times. It goes out of bounds, and Parker wanted a foul.
He should have gotten a call then, but I got to tell you why he didn't get a call. Because he's complaining about every call. So that's why he didn't get that one.
Under 2 to play in this half. 3-point lead for Career. At the end of the first quarter, it was 14-11.
So they're talking to Parker right now. Kirk is talking to Parker.
Holy Cross led Career at the end of the first, and then it's Weaver and Parker who Kirk is talking to.
Yeah.
Chris Saunders alongside Dave Grant. Inbounding is Jordan Gunther behind the Career basket. Gunny gets it over to Harge. Harge with 4 points himself. Harge, a second-team All-NVL talent. Under 2 to play in this half. Still a 3-point lead for Career. Harge for the second tie. No, it's going to be missed. And we will have a foul, and I think that'll be on Career, and it will.
Yeah, that's going to be on Weaver.
No, it's on Rossi.
Oh, Rossi.
His second. Team's fifth, 2 free throws for Holy Cross.
Holy Cross is shooting now, yep.
They're so far 4 of 4 in this second quarter. With Harge, who's back at the line, who made 2 free throws less than 15, 20 seconds ago. He'll attempt his 3rd free throw of the game, and it's no good. 5 of 7. First missed free throw for Holy Cross in this second quarter. They were 4 of 4 before that missed free throw. Acosta is out. Perone back in. Second free throw. Swirls out.
Wow. That did everything but go in.
And here goes Harge. Still with 4 points. Guarding Williams. Petaway. Another 3. Pure by Kawan Petaway. Dave, we've got 5 made threes by Career in this half. They're up by 6.
They're on fire from three-point land.
Speaking of Harge, he's got 4. Same number matching his jersey number. Roscoe, the teardrop. No, popped up a few times. Roscoe on the offensive board. Second chance for Holy Cross. 1:10 to go in this first half. Parker driving in. Wanted a foul call still.
See, every play he goes down, he's looking for a call.
Inbounding will be Petaway to Jeremiah Williams. 4-point lead for Career. 26-22. 54 seconds to go on the game clock. 25 on the shot clock. Rossi to Rodriguez. Rodriguez with a finger roll, and it just rolls in for Rodriguez for his first made bucket of the game. 28-22. Lead is 6 for Career. At halftime, it'll be Dave Grant and J.P. Vance Jr. 35 on the game clock. Gunny trying to give it off of Rossi. Gunny keeps it in play. Parker, give and go to Perone. Perone on the pump fake, can't make it. And he'll be fouled on the left low post will be Perone. Let's see who it's on. And it's going to be on Rossi, his 3rd.
That's bad news for Waterbury Career Academy.
That's going to force Cologne into the game. Axel Cologne making his first appearance since the semifinal game. He made 1 appearance, made an appearance, but came in late in that game. Perone at the line, former football player as well, also a baseball player, makes the first. Perone's minutes have shrinked quite a bit compared to last year, but I could tell you, the young man, when he goes into the game, he's ready to play. As you could tell right there on that first made free throw. 28-23, Career leads.
That's JB's nephew.
Yes, it is. Second free throw, a little bit short. Harge on the putback, and it's good by Zay Harge. 6 points for Zay Harge. Shot clock is off. 28-25, the lead is 3. with Holy Cross pressing, career leading. Rodriguez floats it over to Pettaway. 9 seconds to go. Pettaway loses the handle, and it will be a double dribble by Pettaway. And Holy Cross has a chance.
I got a chance to tie this up.
With a timeout, or rather not a timeout call, but rather substitution coming in, Perone will be in for Gunny. 6.5 to go in the half. 28-25, career leads by 3.
No, Gunny's still in the game. He took the ball out.
Okay. You've got Parker near the top on the left wing side and on top of the key. Parker gives it over the right corner for the tie. No! And we go into the half with the score 28-25. Career Academy by the skin of their teeth, Dave, holding on to a 3-point lead.
Well, I don't want to say skin of their teeth. They outscored Holy Cross 17-11 in that quarter.
But what I'm saying is the turnover is the biggest factor. And how many missed bunnies did we see on the Holy Cross side? This game could be an easily flop for Holy Cross.
It could. It is, but it's not. So it's halftime. We'll take a quick break before we have the halftime show with JP Vance and myself. This is Waterbury Naugatuck Valley League High School Basketball Championship game from 1320 WATR 28-25 Waterbury Career over Holy Cross at the half. So here we are, halftime, Willoughby High School. Waterbury Career Academy has a 3-point lead over Holy Cross High School, 28-25. My halftime guest, my friend, my co-broadcaster, former coach, and great attorney, Paul Vance Jr.
I try, buddy. Thanks for having me, as always. Dave, one thing I got to say. Holy cow, the pace of this game, huh?
Oh, it's phenomenal the way they're going up and down this court.
I'm tired just watching them.
Imagine how they're feeling now. But you know what, that's very indicative of a championship game because of all the adrenaline that's flowing in these kids coming into this championship game. So they're just getting that adrenaline rush out back and forth.
I think the right teams got into this.
I do too. They are the number 1 and number 2 team. You know, Crosby was very, very close in that mix right there. But I think that the right two are here for it. A tale of 2 quarters, Coach. Tale of 2 quarters. Holy Cross first quarter, 14-11. Waterbury Career second quarter, 17-11. And Holy Cross biggest margin, 6 points. Waterbury Career 7 points. But we're sitting here at a 3-point game. What do you think made the difference in that second quarter for Career Academy?
Career, when they're getting penetration, see, I think they're dribbling a little bit too much around the perimeter, but when they're getting penetration, when they're getting 2 feet in the paint and they're kicking, then they're getting open looks. I'd love to see Dylan Rossi turn and look at the basket. There were a couple of times where he looked like he had layups, right?
Yeah.
And my son, who's sitting up here next to me, said, oh, he was wide open. I said, yeah, what's the first thing you teach? Little kid basketball. Peek. Got to look at the rim. Got to peek.
Yeah.
Holy Cross, they started to get better looks at the basket. I really liked how they defended, but they went away from it a little bit. Gavin Unwin didn't score, but he gave them some pretty good contests at the rim. And I'm not just saying that because Coach Unwin is my winter wife, but he brings them a different, it's probably a 3-headed monster, right? Adrian Acosta, who's a good rebounder, and he's done his job. Gavin Unwin, who could shoot a little bit, and he can contest at the rim. And Gavin Perone, as long as he's not mixing it up too much with his quiet barbs, those three guys are important because they have to defend, they have to clear the offensive glass and defensive glass, and they got to get out of the way, set screens for Parker and move, right?
Yeah, I think the Career Academy zone defense has been absolutely phenomenal. I don't think Holy Cross has done a very good job of breaking it. They're more content to throw the ball around the arc, when you and I both know the only way to break that 2-3, 3-2 zone is to penetrate the creases and look for the open man, look for the man in the middle, turn opposite side, weak side, and they're not really doing that. They've had some good looks when Parker is done penetrating and he's found some people open, but they got to do that a little more and create a little more opportunities. They went they went 3 minutes before they got a basket in that quarter.
Dave, coming into the season, I think the question was, did Holy Cross have anyone that could shoot the ball from the outside? I think Harsh has done an excellent job of shooting from the outside. Jordan Gunthrop is microwave. He's hot or cold, right? He's either on or he's off. They haven't really shot the ball well today, but you're right, they've had really good looks. I don't know how many threes they had. You're the stat guy, and I know Chris Saunders is the stat guy, but even at the end of the quarter, they had a guy that's probably not a traditional shooter shooting a three.
Yep. Right, if you want the stats, Waterbury Career has 5 3-pointers this game to 1 from Holy Cross. That's it. Holy Cross has either got to lighten it up from the outside, they got to get hot from the outside, or they got to get penetration. Career Academy, they really just got to keep doing what they're doing out there. And Rossi has got to take the layup when he's got it. Because if he doesn't become a threat, you know then that everyone backs off weak side defense.
Right, exactly.
They play off him completely. He's got to be at least a threat. He's got to at least take an opportunity to take 2 dribbles and go to that hoop. Wide open in the middle of the court there, and he's looking to pass it, turn and go to the hoop. I'm sure he can make a layup. I'm sure the kid can make a layup. He wouldn't be on the team if he couldn't.
He was solid last year when he was a deeper supporting cast, right? He's been a guy that's played for 3 years. He's gotten a lot of burn. The kid could end up having, and you're probably going to tap me on the back, he's going to have a couple layups that are going to maybe make the difference in this game. And I think it could be somebody like an Adrian Acosta, who's not a guy that's going to get headlines, but he had a nice and one.
Yep.
He's had some quality offensive rebounds and some tip backs. Neither team is going to go deep onto their bench, right? I mean, this is the championship game. You don't worry about tomorrow.
No, you don't. You got enough break before the state start. You're going with your big horses the whole game as much as you can go with them.
So second half, I always look for Ronan O'Leary to mix it up defensively. He doesn't do the same thing all the time. If I'm Mike Wilson, I'm telling guys, play off 2 feet, slow down. You have a ton of team speed, but they've missed a lot of stuff at the cup. And they've taken a lot of 3-pointers contested or off balance. They got to slow down.
Yeah, they're moving too fast for themselves right now. I think you'll agree with me when I say I think whoever starts this second half out better than the other team will probably be the one that wins the game, because it's a telltale sign when they come in from halftime who's adjusted the best. But we're going to turn it back to the studio. Thank you, Coach Vance, for coming on with us. And we're going to pay some bills right now. This is WATR 1320 AM at Naugatuck Valley League Championship Basketball Boys game here at Wilby High School.
Back here at the Reggie O'Brien Gymnasium, Chris Saunders alongside Dave Grant and Dave, when you think about the halftime scores, I mean, right now, 8 points by Jeremiah Williams, 6 here at the Reggie O'Brien Gymnasium. Chris Saunders alongside Dave Grant. And Dave, when you think about the halftime scores, I mean, right now, 8 points by Jeremiah Williams, 6 from Zay Harge and Elijah Parker. Elijah Parker surpassed Calvin Murphy, as you mentioned, a NBA player back in the day from Norwalk, for number 12 all-time for Connecticut boys basketball scoring. What's on the line for these two teams? You think about for Holy Cross, their 18th appearance in an NVL final. Their last title was back in 2001. That was not shared. They did share a title in 2006, so they're trying to win one as a sole winner. And then for Career Academy, they're trying to make it a three-peat and also get their 19th win of the season before they take on Windsor on Tuesday. That game will be played at Kennedy High School. Holy Cross will be hosting Wilbur Cross of the SEC on Tuesday as well.
Let me tell you what. I don't care what Windsor's record is. Windsor is no joke. Let me tell you what. I don't care what Windsor's record is. Windsor is no joke. Oh. Windsor's got a good basketball program.
You know, Ken Smith won his 700th game?
Yep. I was just about to mention Ken. There's no joke over there. Kenny's got those boys going and doing their thing. They're always someone that could upset someone. Always.
So a fun fact for Career Academy, they made 5 threes in their game against Crosby. They were able to win that. They've made 5 threes right now. Can that be the same recipe for success? We'll find out as we get into the second half, the third quarter, and here we go. Holy Cross inbounding Roscoe to Parker. Parker had 6 in the first half. Holy Cross in their white, Career in their black. Holy Cross going right to left. Career Academy left to right here in the second half. Zay Harge with 6 points himself, tying Parker. You've got Parker finding Gunny wide open. 3 ball, and we're tied for the second time in the game. 28 all on the made 3 by Gunny. He's got 6. 30 seconds gone here in the third. Rossi looking to drive. Look at the big man.
Look at my man Rossi.
That makes you happy.
Oh, yeah.
That makes all the big guys happy in basketball.
That makes Paul Vance a predictor.
Career Academy's up by 2. Harge regains the handle, guarded by Rodriguez. One bounce pass to Acosta near the front court. And we're going to have a foul called on Career.
On Weaver.
Yep. That'll be Weaver's second.
Now, just as Coach Vance said, Waterbury Career coming out the second half, different defense. Now they're out of strict man-to-man defense right now.
Inbounding will be Roscoe behind the Career basket. Almost a minute gone here in the third in the NVL championship game. Gunny, who just had the tying basket before Rossi answered back with a 2. Gunny trying to get the lead. No, he can't. Off of Petaway's hands near the baseline. Roscoe kept it in play but throws it right to Career. That's Petaway still. Petaway guarded by Rodriguez. Correction, guarded by Parker. It'll be Rodriguez. 3 ball. No good.
Banks were closed.
Yes, they were. Under 7 to play here in the third. 2-point lead for Career. Harge able to tie it for a third time. Zay Harge with 8. And it's a back and forth here in the third quarter of the NVL championship game. Rodriguez, wearing number 1, hands it off to Williams, guarded by Parker. Williams to Rossi. Rossi to Petaway. Petaway answers with his own 3. His third made 3 of the game. Came in having 17 on the season. Now he has 29 in the game. And it's back to Career leading by 3. Roscoe. Parker pump fakes. He dropped Petaway on the defensive rebound. And Petaway may have been poked in the eye. Gets it to Williams in the front court for Career.
Now, Petaway got poked in the eye. Didn't see him complaining now, did you? He just shrugged it off and said, let's play ball.
Williams driving baseline, drawing 2. Rodriguez, 2 ball, no. And it'll be Parker on the defensive board, able to clean it up. 5:40 to go in the third. Career up by 3. Gunny wide open. Decides to make a move. Pulls up from the right elbow and drains it.
Got the 2 ball instead of the 3.
Went for a good to a better shot, did Gunny. Holy Cross down by 1. 5:25 to go in the third in the NVL championship game. 1 versus 2. The 2 leads by 1. Petaway finds the opening in Weaver. Weaver working on Parker. Gets his own offensive rebound. Weaver goes up again. Can't get it. Rossi brought it down to the Squirrels. Still retaining it for a second. Has it for Career.
And Career gets a third shot. 3 ball!
11 for Jeremiah Williams, and that was because of Rossi and Weaver.
That's right. Keeping that ball alive, keeping on that offensive glass.
Roscoe to Harge. 4-point lead for the Spartans. Acosta, top of the key. Rossi giving them some space near the top of the key. Career playing zone. Holy Cross with Gunny. Roscoe to Harge. Harge. Bounce pass to Acosta, intercepted by Rossi. Rossi's doing it all, Dave.
He's having a game. He's doing what he does best out there. And that's what you want from a player.
Pettaway off the glass. I think the bakes were open there, Dave. A little late.
Yeah, I think the hop, skip, and the jump was allowed also.
11 for Pettaway. Surpasses his point per total. Missed 3 by Parker. And Williams pulls it down for Career. Pettaway in the opposite end. He's looking to go. Defense by Parker. Able to make a nice block and did not commit a foul. Career leads. Gunny with Career getting back defensively. Roscoe finds the opening in Harge from the left corner.
It's raining threes here.
Yes, it is. We've had 4 made threes, 2 on each side. 38-35. Career leads by 3. Rodriguez in the front court. Rodriguez off the glass. And it doesn't go in. But Rodriguez gets the offensive board. Put back no good again. Weaver for Career.
They're living and breathing from the offensive board. 3 ball, no good.
And Career stays up by 3 on the missed 3. Roscoe. Williams, they draw the foul. Williams, that will be his third. Team second here in the third.
The coach didn't like it, but it was a foul. He gave him a nudge.
That's all it takes is a nudge.
Yeah.
Marino and Turner in. And how about this? Rossi and Rodriguez out.
Give him a breather. A lot of intensity going on out there. These kids are working off an adrenaline high.
3:21 to go in the third. 3-point lead for Career. Career looking for their 3rd NVL title in a row. Holy Cross their first since 01. Acosta guarded by Marino back into the game. Roscoe. Holy Cross down by 3. 23 on the shot clock, 3:05 on the game clock.
Reset by Holy Cross. Man-to-man defense by Career.
Roscoe continues to dribble as the faithful of Career saying defense. Open is Harge.
What a pass.
Yes, good pass by Parker. Harge having quite a third quarter.
That basket was created completely by Elijah Parker. He had 2 men on him. He knew someone was open. Found him open right down there for the bunny.
13 for Zay Harge. Swarmed his Turner baseline. Tries to get the pass off, but it's off of Gunny in the low post. It'll stay with Career with a 1-point lead the Spartans are holding on to with 2:34 to go in the third. Jeremiah Williams inbounding behind the Holy Cross basket. Williams inbounds the ball to Pettaway. Pettaway guarded by Gunthrop. Rodriguez gets it to Weaver. Weaver working. Yes, Weaver strong again. Weaver with 9. And it's back to a 3-point lead. A back and forth. Here we go, Dave. 2:18 remaining in the third. On a jump ball, the possession will be Career. Parker still dribbling. Parker yet to score in this third, but he's done more than just scoring, Dave.
He's done a good job of dishing that ball out when a double team comes on him.
Exactly. Harge on the right wing side. Now here's Parker. Parker pump fakes. Parker looks, finds the opening. Harge 3, no. Williams pulls it down. Williams working on Gunny. Williams trying to go up against Parker. It's loose, retained by Gunny near the baseline. Parker, long pass to Roscoe. Gets by Rodriguez. Or correction, got by a Career player. Couldn't tell who it was. Had multiple players in the paint. And then a turnover by Holy Cross. Moving very fast, Holy Cross says. Yeah.
Fast-paced game.
Yeah.
Same thing that Coach Van said. Fast-paced game. They're going up and down this court at a phenomenal speed.
Marino to Turner. Now Weaver.
Walk.
Oh, actually, we're going to have a foul on Holy Cross. That will be on Acosta. That will be his second, team's first here in the third.
Good defense by Parker. Acosta reached in.
Yep. We'll have here with 1:18 to go in the third. Career Academy will be inbounding. They have Turner, Marino, Williams, Weaver, and Pettaway. Turner inbounding. Where's number 5 with 1:18 to go in the third? Turner floats it over to Marino in the right corner. Now Turner, pitch and shoot three, and it's a pure three by Turner. He's got 6. 8 made threes, Dave.
Every time Holy Cross chips away at the lead, Carrier comes back with the 3 ball.
And Gunny answers back with a 2 himself in the paint. 10 for Gunny. 43-39. A back and forth here in the Reggie O'Brien Gymnasium. Between Carrier and Holy Cross, the 2 versus the 1. Williams guarded by Acosta. Petaway, Gunny guarding. It's off the head of Weaver. Somehow retained with a nice spin, but he can't finish. It's loose, regained by Holy Cross and Roscoe. Bounce pass to Harge, and they got on a run. Harge with 15. Shot clock is off. Lead is 2 for Carrier. And another errant play by Carrier. They will hold off for the final shot. 16 seconds to go in the third. Williams looking. Williams baseline, and he was fouled. Let's see if they call on the floor or on the attempted shot.
And that foul could have gone either way because we had a little elbow pushing out there as he was driving.
As you would say, a nudge.
I was waiting to see which way they were going to call it.
Fouls on Roscoe.
Could have called it either way.
10.8 to go in the third. Foul was called on the floor. Still a 2-point lead for Carrier. They led at the end of the second quarter, 28-25. Marino, too hot of a pass. Retained still by Carrier and Turner. Turner from the left elbow. And he stays hot, does Turner. He's got 8. 45-41. Parker looking to go downhill, and he lost the pumpkin, and Marino defensively with the steal. Career Academy could not score with the buzzer going off, but another defensive play by Carrier before the end of the third.
Great play by Carrier to keep that 4-point lead.
And we'll take a timeout as we head on to the fourth in the NVL Championship game. You are listening to NVL Basketball, and this being the NVL Championship on 1320 WATR.
Check your tickets. Here's the winning ticket for the 50-50 raffle. Winning ticket number is 73-25-59. Again, 73-25-59. Select your winnings at the entrance.
Here we are, back. Reggie O'Brien Gym, George Toronto Court. 8 minutes of this championship game, we think. Maybe not. 45-41. In favor of Carrier. Carrier outscored Holy Cross 17-16. Very close quarter for both teams.
And here we go in the fourth quarter in the NVL Championship game. Number 1, Holy Cross. Number 2, Carrier. Leading scores for the first 3 quarters. You got Williams and Petaway each with 11. For Holy Cross is 15 from Zay Harge. 4-point lead for Carrier. Turner a little bit short on the 3. Holy Cross getting on the run. Parker right to left. Holy Cross in their white. Zay Harge wearing number 12 in the front court. Harge, who's now motioning over correction. Harge actually on the bench, I apologize. We've got Gunny wearing number 3. Gives it to Roscoe. Now Parker. 30 seconds gone in this fourth quarter. Parker trying to give it to Davis, and it's going to be thrown away.
Parker was saying to Davis, you gotta cut to the hoop when I'm driving.
Because that's drawing 2 defenders, or at least a couple.
Yeah.
It leaves them wide open. Rossi into the game, gets it over back to Williams. 7:20 to go in this fourth quarter. 45-41, Carrier leads. Williams fakes out, and he got fouled by Roscoe. His second, team's first here in the fourth.
That'll put Carrier at the line for 3.
Yep. Not 1, not 2, but 3. This will be the first free throws attempted by Jeremiah Williams in the game.
And usually your shooter is your best free throw shooter as well.
Made one there. That's the first free throw attempted by either team since the second quarter.
They didn't have any free throws in the second quarter at all.
Nope, 12 points by Williams, Career Academy 4 of 5. As Ronan said, Dave, in the early part of the season, another free throw made. This team has not just one particular player, that every night it's somebody else. One night it's Rossi, another night it's Williams, it could be Turner, it could be the 8th man off the bench, Cologne, it could be anybody. Free throw's good. All 3 free throws made by Williams.
Matches career's largest lead of the night in 7 points.
7:08 to go in the game. Parker to Roscoe. Roscoe on the right wing side, 7 minutes exactly remaining in the fourth. Parker guarded by Marino. Gunny back to Parker. Parker kicks it out to Gunny. Gunny for 3. 13 for Jordan Gunthrop.
It's raining threes, man.
Yes, it is.
Threes.
That's the 4th made 3 by Holy Cross in the game. Turner to Weaver. Nice pump fake. Can't complete the process. Parker on the defensive board. Holy Cross down by 4. Parker driving, lost the ball, regained the handle. Gunny looking to drive himself, then retreats near the front court. 6:25 remaining in the game. Career Academy 48, Holy Cross 44. Roscoe, right hand a little bit too strong. Rossi pulls down the board. You've got Jeremiah Williams, first team All-NVL talent, looking to drive himself. He lost the pumpkin. Last touch by Holy Cross.
That pumpkin, huh?
It was a pumpkin.
Okay. Is that the great pumpkin, Charlie Brown?
It could be. Just make sure you hold the football so I can kick it.
Okay.
6:07 remaining in the game.
Rossi's
48-45. Yes. Reach and foul by Parker.
I'm waiting for him to draw. I'm waiting for him to draw. He gave a look at Steve Kirk. He got an expression on his face, but kept his mouth shut.
6:04 to go in the game. 48-45. Career leads by 4.
And the crowd behind the bench of Career says, "You can't do that. You can't do that."
Marino to Rossi. Back to Marino. 6 minutes to go in the game. Career leads by 4. Williams driving into the paint, trying to get a foul call, will not get it. Last touch by Holy Cross. So Career will inbound again on the baseline behind Holy Cross's basket as Jones is out. Harge is back into the game. Williams has tried that a couple times. He's been trying to draw fouls in the paint, Dave.
And he hasn't yet. 5:54 left in this game. 48-44. Waterbury Career over Holy Cross. Inbound the ball right now into Rossi.
Rossi to Weaver, who's tried for a couple threes himself. Has not made any, though. Williams guarded by Roscoe. Off kilter down the 3. Transition time for Holy Cross. Roscoe on the opposite end. Give and go to Davis. But Career getting back defensively to draw the inbound play behind the Career basket right to left.
Yeah, Roscoe was a little scared because Weaver was right there ready to swat that away. So he tried to give the ball up, and unfortunately the rock got hit out.
He heard the footsteps.
Yeah.
Roscoe inbounding. Flips it to Parker near the top of the key. In the front court is Parker. In the back court, you've got Gunthrop and Harge in the corner. Parker, Harge, who's just back into the game. Career up by 4. Parker looking. Roscoe didn't anticipate the ball, but he got it anyway, and the runner's no good. Parker in the offensive board. Can't make the putback either. To the hands of Turner. And then Turner smartly reverses around Parker. Williams driving baseline. Gives it to Rossi. Back to Williams. He's open from the left corner. Can't bang in the 3. But we're going to have a foul on Holy Cross. And a nice job by Marino to pick up Gunny. 2 players competing for a title. Foul will be on
Parker.
Parker, his 3rd. Dave, I just saw your eyes get big like you just saw some candy.
Well, you know, he's not having a great game as it is right now anyway, scoring-wise.
Yeah.
He's having a great game dishing. He's been
facilitator,
the facilitator of the ball and of the scoring. He hasn't been doing it, but he's been the facilitator of it. So it would be a big loss, even though he's not high in point production on this game.
Weaver to Williams. Williams right corner to Pettaway. Pettaway driving baseline. And Davis with a defensive play himself. No, not it here. Roscoe.
A lot of blocks tonight.
A lot of blocks. Parker kicks it out to Roscoe. Now Gunny. Holy Cross down by 4. Gunny trying to make it 2, but they call blocking foul. Foul will be on Career, their first here in the 4th. Yeoman with the call.
Non-shooting foul.
Foul will be on Weaver. That's only his second, Dave.
Yeah, I thought it was a non-shooting foul. No, it's non-shooting. He's pointing underneath the basket. Non-shooting foul.
That's why you have 3 officials, Dave, to make sure. Everybody's got eyes somewhere.
Yeah.
We've got Perone into the game for Roscoe. Chris Saunders alongside Dave Grant. 4:43 remaining in the game. 4-point lead, and I've said this for some time. It's still a 4-point lead. Perone to Parker. Parker able to somehow find the cup. 8 for Elijah Parker. 2-point lead for Career. They've gotten a little bit cold, has Career. Williams guarded by Gunny on the Career side. Williams now 3/4 on the Holy Cross side. Williams looking to drive himself. Finger roll, no. Putback will be good on the second chance by Makai Weaver. He's got 11. Hit 14 in the semi. Back to a 4-point lead for Career. 4:15 remaining in the game. Parker and a blocking foul on Pettaway. That'll be his first, team's third. And Parker knowing how to draw the fouls, Dave.
Yes, he does.
He's very good at that. We'll have a timeout call, full timeout by Rowan O'Leary and Career. We'll take a timeout as well. 4:12 remaining in the game. 50-46. Career leads by 4 in the NVL championship right here on WATR.
All right, we're still back here. We didn't go anywhere, everyone. 4 minutes, 12 seconds left in this game. Career Academy is holding on to a 4-point lead, 50-46. Waterbury Career Academy versus Holy Cross.
Elijah Parker, who has 8, past Calvin Murphy in the first half for 12th all time in boys basketball scoring. Harge on the floater, and Harge has 17, leads the team in scoring. Had 19 in the quarterfinal against Kennedy in the NVL tournament. 2-point lead for Career, 50-48. Williams, good defense by Holy Cross. Back to Holy Cross.
Uh-oh, Steve Kirk's going to overturn this one.
I think Steve Kirk is saying it will be Career ball. Let's wait to see who has the final say.
Career ball.
And it will be Career ball.
And that is why you have 3 officials. And of course, Holy Cross fans will not like that call.
I would think they wouldn't, Dave.
No.
Williams inbounding behind the Holy Cross basket. Up by 2 are the Spartans. Williams has to find somebody quickly. They do in Pettaway. And then Pettaway versus Perone. Perone playing excellent defense. Rossi's wide open. They spin it to Turner. Turner in the wing. Pettaway open. Pulls up for 3. Rattles in and out, rather hit the left side of the rim. And a 1 and done for Career. 3:25 remaining in the game. Holy Cross down by 2. Perone ties it at 50. Our 4th tie of the game. Perone with his first made basket. That's got to feel good for Gavin Perone.
That was a good shot.
3:08 to go in the game. Both teams leaving it all on the court here in the NVL Championship. Williams drop step, 2 ball. And Williams with a nice answer back himself. 16 for Jeremiah Williams, 2-point lead for Career. We've had 4 ties, 14, 28, 30, and 50.
4 ties, 4 lead changes.
How about that? 2:40 remaining in the game. Parker, just shy of the corner. Perrone sets the pick. Parker with a move, pulls it from the top of the key, short on the 3. And Career pulls down the board. Turner to Pettaway. Pettaway to Williams from the left corner. Hot heat check on the 3, off of, waiting for the signal.
Perrone, off of Perrone.
Oh.
Waterbury Career ball.
I have to tell you, Dave, Career Academy is out for both Holy Cross and Career here at the Reggie O'Brien Gymnasium. Harge for the long 2, no in the paint. Offensive board by Davis, and Rossi commits the foul on the right low post. That's Rossi's 4th, team's 4th.
How old is Davis? He a sophomore?
Dylan Rossi is a Davis. Pardon me. That is, he's a sophomore.
He's going to be good.
Yes, he will be.
He's a hard worker in there.
Yes, he always played well in the JV games when we'd watch him. And then we would come off the bench in the varsity games. First of 2 for Davis. Holy Cross down by 3. First free throw is good.
Rolled it in.
7 of 10.
Doesn't matter how it goes in, as long as it goes in.
Exactly. As long as it goes in, it's all that matters. Pettaway is out. Rodriguez in for
He
Career.
makes this. Watch Holy Cross come out in a full court pressure.
Now you see Marino and Hard switching sides. Rossi closest by to Parker. As the free throw will be attempted by Davis. 2-point lead for Career. Can make it 1 with a made free throw. And there it is. Ice in the veins for Davis.
We're going to have a timeout on the floor.
We'll keep it right here as both free throws made by Al Davis. And Dave, you talk about a sophomore who probably the biggest moment of his basketball career right there, making 2 crucial free throws, making now only a 1-point lead for the Spartans.
Hey, somebody's got to step up and do it. And this kid says, I've got what it takes, and you put me on the line of pressure, I'm going to make it work.
2:02 to go in this game as, again, the gym very well put together. A lot of people here. Saw Jim Shannon, Kevin Roberts, Clay Johnson. Just so many people here are watching this NVL championship game versus the 1 and the 2, the Holy Cross, number 1 seed, number 2, the Waterbury Career Academy Spartans. And again, what's on the line for Holy Cross? Their first title since 2001. For the Spartans, their 3rd consecutive NVL title.
Phil Lott's in the house too.
Yes, he is. Who, speaking of Phil Lott, number 10 for boys basketball scoring.
Yeah.
Parker is not far behind him in terms of the rankings.
And of course, you know who's in the audience here now too. The godfather of the NVL, Coach Argelli.
His team plays on Monday against New Britain. Career inbounding to Williams. That was from Marino. 3 players on the Career side, rather. 2 now they drop. Williams to Marino. Under 2 to play in the game. Rodriguez.
They got to push.
They'll call it on Hard. That'll be his first, team's 5th. 2 free throws for Career the rest of this game. Or at the very least, the quarter.
Well, here's where the rubber meets the road, ladies and gentlemen. Let me tell you what. You make your free throws, you win close championship games. You miss them, you go home with the L.
How many games have we seen that were decided by free throws? Even if the score didn't dictate it, how it led up to that.
Yep, too many.
Rodriguez will be attempting his first 2 free throws of the game. Bends and shoots. It's short.
I know I've said it before, but when I was playing, our semifinal game was against Prince Tecla Hartford, and we went 26 of 27 from the free throw line to win that game by 1 in overtime.
8 of 12 his Career at the line. Rodriguez now with 3 points himself as Rodriguez will be out for Career. Back to a 2-point lead for the Spartans. As I can see people here at the gymnasium, at the Reggie O'Brien Gymnasium, at the edge of their seat. 54-52, 1:45 to go in the game, the NVL Championship. The title is on the line. Elijah Parker. Near the right wing side. Parker gives it to Gunny. Gunny finds Roscoe. Roscoe back to Parker. 1:30 to go. Gunny makes a move. Finds Roscoe moving around the ball. Gunny for the lead. It's a little bit short. It's an air ball. Parker can't get the and one. And if that's on Rossi, and it is, his day is done. That's 5 for Rossi.
Foul drawn to number 30, Dylan Rossi.
Now you see how important free throws are.
Parker made both of his free throws back in the second quarter. Rossi will be out of this game. Back in will be Weaver. And that's a tough break for Rossi, who played a very good game for Career. It's up to Weaver and Career to hold this lead.
Hey, yeah, heck of assignment trying to shut down Parker.
Yes, he did. Elijah Parker's first free throw, he's 2 of 2 at the line. He bends and shoots, and it's just good. 9 of 12.
A special shout out and thank you to Coach Piccolo from Wilby here. He's the athletic director here for putting this all together for this. He does it every year because it's held here at his gym.
Free throws good again by Parker. Big free throws by the senior. He's got 10. Another tie, you're right. Was that 5 ties now?
5 ties.
Woof. 14, 28, 30, 50, and 54. Turner near the left wing side. Marino, 1:08 to go in the game. Marino picked the pocket at Parker. They fall on top of it. They don't call the jump ball. They'll let them go.
Timeout by Holy Cross.
And you know what? That may have been a timeout that Career is thankful they had, because you saw a bunch of Holy Cross players sprinting down the court.
Yeah,
that could have been dangerous.
That could. I think Coach Wilson should have let that play out a little bit before calling that timeout. Looked like they definitely had numbers going down that way.
So here's what we have right now. 1 minute exactly to go in the game. We're tied at 54, our 5th tie of the game. Holy Cross number 1, Career number 2. Only 2 buckets made by Career in this 4th quarter, Weaver and Williams. The rest of the points coming from the free throw line. 3 made buckets by Holy Cross and a made 3 by Gunther to give him 13. He had 12 in the quarterfinal against Kennedy.
And at one point in time in this quarter, Waterbury Career was up 7 points. So Holy Cross, never give up attitude, has fought back in here to tie this game up again with possession now. 1 minute left in the game with the chance for the go-ahead. And this crowd has gotten quiet all of a sudden.
I told you, they're on the edge of their seat. They're waiting for something to happen for either Holy Cross or Career, or if you're just somebody who's here to watch the game, you're anticipating. I mean, think about some of the games we've had. Staples won for the FCAC for the boys. Ridgefield won for the girls for the FCAC. Northwestern girls won for the Berkshire League. Chappaqua won for the boys. And Ellington won for the NCCC.
And Chappaqua only beat Nottawa by 3 this time.
I know. That was the 3rd time they were playing, too.
Yeah. Very hard to beat the same team 3 times in a year.
And this being the rubber match, Career Academy, as you mentioned in the pregame, Career won on their home court by 5. Holy Cross won on their home court by 5.
By 5.
5 team fouls for Holy Cross, 4 for Career.
Ladies and gentlemen, put them seats and trays up in the upright position. Fasten your seatbelts, because we're coming down to the wire now. Well, we're going to have some reminders here about bumping people. Weaver likes to put his body on Parker.
You got Jordan Gunthrop, hands it off to Parker. Under a minute to play in the game. Weaver giving Parker a lot of space. He's going to continue to dribble. 45 seconds to go in the NVL championship. We're tied at 54. 40 seconds to go. Shot clock is at 13. Harge waiting to set the pick. Parker will go to his left. Finds Davis. Davis lost the ball. And they'll say possession.
Holy Cross.
Holy Cross with the shot clock at 5. And the shot clock will not reset.
Nope.
30.3 to go on the game clock. Acosta will be subbed into the game for Davis. Still 5 on the shot clock. Wilson giving the offensive call. Inbounding is Roscoe. Finds Acosta. Acosta can't get it. He missed the money in the paint. And he commits the foul. 2 free throws coming for Career. And the foul will be on Acosta. His 3rd.
Oh my gosh, you couldn't have had a nicer look. What a great play set up by Holy Cross.
But the free throws are now going to be in question because they're not gimmies. As you said, these are different free throws than in the first quarter.
Oh, absolutely.
At the line will be Alex Turner, the junior. Has made 2 threes and a bucket. Has 8 points with career and Holy Cross tied at 2. First free throw, good. 9 of 13. A team that talked to Jason Tatum the day before.
Yep.
Gave them words of encouragement. The second free throw.
Through one of Coach Leary's connections.
Yes, good again. 10 of 14. Turner with 10. Holy Cross down by 2. 23 seconds to go. The shot clock is up. Parker driving. Offensive foul on Elijah Parker. That's his fourth. His fourth personal foul. And it will not be free throws. But now Holy Cross is going to have to commit a foul.
And timeout by Coach Leary. Look at him. Look at him coming out to congratulate this man. Listen, there's nothing better than a team player who will step in there and take a charge. All right? And I know if you're Holy Cross fans, you wanted the block on that. It would seem like that would be the great script for the end of the game. But I'm telling you right now, that was a good call. This officiating group has done a great. Don Tinker, are you listening to me?
Wait, hold on. Mr. Tinker, Don Tinker the Don, are you listening? Okay, go.
This officiating team has done an absolute phenomenal job tonight of staying consistent in their calls. They didn't flip back and forth. They were consistent, and I don't think they've maybe missed one call all night.
Dave, I just want to reiterate what you said as far as the unselfishness and Holy Cross has played great. For Career Academy to be in the proper position, we talked about the guys. You don't need to score 30 to 40 points a game to have to make a difference. Rossi's out of the game because he fouled out. Marino, Weaver, Turner, they're all doing the little things. And that's why when Ronan said in the beginning of the year, Coach O'Leary, 10 years with Career, it's a different player every single night. 18.6 to go on the game clock. There will not be any free throws because it was a charge offensive foul on Holy Cross.
Player control.
Exactly. So we'll see if Holy Cross will commit a foul quick or they're going to try to get a turnover fast. Let's see.
They're going to try initially for a steal. And if they don't get it, then they're going to foul quickly.
Here we go. 18.6 to go in the game. In the NVL championship, you've got Marino. And a quick foul by Harge. That'll be his second. 2 free throws. And again, 2 big free throws. If you make this game, the winning percentage goes up pretty high because it makes it now a 4-point lead. And unless you commit a foul and or Holy Cross makes a 3 and gets fouled, you can't make a 4-point play there.
You make both of these, you can basically give them token defense and then let them take a shot.
2 free throws for Marino. He bends and shoots.
Gold. Icy cold.
Oh.
Icy cold.
What's the song by Vanilla Ice? Ice, Ice, Baby?
No, that's for what President Trump's doing right now. Another timeout called by Holy Cross. Going to try to freeze Heaton like that, did you? That's funny, guys. Come on. You got to be able to laugh at everything.
16.5.
Don't be so serious and get so triggered for crying out loud.
No, Dave, I just want to ask you.
About laughing.
Take me really quickly because you have a better track record with these NVL championship games. You've done more than I have. Give me a comparison. Give me a game here that's kind of mimic this. Can you? I know I'm really kind of putting you on the limb here.
The game where Career won their first one on that 3-pointer at the buzzer on a bank shot, and we went crazy.
Oh, that was the state game.
That was a state game?
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
All right, I thought that was because it was here. That's why I thought. Oh.
Now, what about 2015 Crosby Sacred Heart with the Mustafa play? I know it's a little different and such, but it's kind of it has that same energy. I know there isn't a Mustafa Haran amongst the pair, but still, though, I kind of get that same energy, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. That would be a wonderful comparison. No ifs, ands, or buts. Remember now, I forgot about more games than you'll remember.
I'm sure Allie's like, what about the game in 2004?
Yeah.
I don't know what game that was. It may have been a blowout.
That was Bootsy Moore.
Oh, okay.
Julian Allen for Crosby.
See, look at you remembering
Saunders.
things.
Yep.
Look at you remembering things.
Yep. 2004, 2005.
Big free throw here, Dave.
Here it
We'll
is.
make it a 4-point lead for Career with 16.5 to go. They do have a couple timeouts remaining. Career is up by 3. Bending is Marino. Free throw is just good. 12 of 16 at the line with a made free throw by Marino. Holy Cross is down by 4. Parker will score with ease, and another timeout call by Holy Cross. The lead is back up to 2 for Career with 10.6 to go in the game.
I think that was a little bit too easy. I think you should have given a little more pressure on that from Career's standpoint. I would even sit there and say, instead of making him, letting him have an easy layup, stop him and make him shoot his free throws.
That made bucket by Elijah Parker ties him with former New London and also NBA player Chris Dunn.
Really?
So Parker is passing a lot of NBA players, isn't he? And you know what? I just want to go back to that too. Connecticut basketball, I feel like, gets lost in the sauce because of all over the country. There's all these top players and such. Connecticut's had a lot of ballers that come out of the state.
I just got a text message from one of my
who is it?
favorite former players.
Okay, who is it?
From Waterbury Career. Who is it?
Oh, Marquand Watson, easily.
Yeah. He's saying three-peat.
Well, it's
Glad
not.
you're listening, Marquand.
It's not done yet, though. They're going to get fouled. Is Career. They're going to have to make their free throws again. We
Yes,
appreciate
sir.
Marquand listening. But Career Academy is going to have to continue to make their free throws. That's the only way, because if you keep making your free throws, unless Holy Cross hits a 2, you can't, like, the trading of the baskets are not going to work.
No, it's not.
Inbounding will be Weaver for Career behind the basket of Holy Cross. 10.6 seconds to go on the game clock.
And Steve Kirker's telling him you can run the baseline. You don't have to stay here.
Okay, Weaver inbounding. Weaver gets the ball to Marino. And with 9.5 seconds to go, the foul is called.
And back to the line.
Yes. Foul will be on Roscoe. His third. Dave, it's so loud in here that my watch just said the sound system is so loud you could go deaf. Long-term exposure to loud noises. I guess we're going deaf.
What?
I guess we're going deaf.
What?
Oh, what? What was that?
All right, here we come. Free throw number 1.
Marino back at the line. First free throw.
Oh, that's
Missed
what
it there.
Holy Cross wanted to say.
12 of 17. 9.5 to go.
That makes this one even more pressure because you missed the first one.
Yep. Marino again will spin the ball in the paint. He's at the line. Missed the first. Made the second. So now it makes it 13 to 18 with a timeout call by Coach O'Leary of Career. 59 to 56. Holy Cross, I would think, will probably go for a 3, because why go for a 2 and then keep trading with fouls? But they could. They could do that.
It's too late in the game. 9.5 seconds. You got to go for the whole marbles right now. You got to set up a play for a 3 ball and hope you make it. Because right now, you don't have time to foul and to get a quick 2 foul. You're going to be down like 4 seconds left, maybe 3 seconds left in the game, and have to go the full court.
Now Parker was able to score pretty quickly on the previous attempt, but Career also let him score. This would be a little bit more of a contested opportunity against them.
It took him 6 seconds to score on that one.
Okay.
So you take 6 seconds off of this here, you're down to 3.5.
It's a lot of time.
And then you foul, and if they miss,
a lot of time,
you don't have much hope because you got that whole thing to go. Yeah, that's right. Foul them. Make them go to the free throw line.
Career does have 4 personal fouls, so we'll put them to the line regardless.
Yeah.
Yep.
Let them get the ball in. Let a little time go off, and then foul and put them on the line.
The only person that is in foul trouble, only player really, Jeremy Williams with 3. Other than that, everybody fair game to commit a foul.
Yeah.
Acosta will be inbounding behind the basket of Holy Cross with 9.5 to go in the game. 3-point lead for Career. Acosta looking, finds Parker. They go against Parker. Turner. Parker pulls up for 3. No, it's short. It's still loose. Parker's got the ball. He foul, regains. 1.8 to go. The clock is off. Acosta puts it up. It's over. It's over. Waterbury Career Academy wins their 3rd consecutive NVL title. The final, 59 to 56. And what a game here at the Reggie O'Brien Gymnasium.
Cross fan, you couldn't ask for any better game, the way it played out and everything. Both these teams left their hearts on the floor. Both these teams gave it 150%. Both these teams could have won this game, were deserving, and you know what? It just didn't end up that way. Holy Cross ended up on the wrong side of this one again, and Ronan Leary has done something that an NVL team hasn't done in quite some time, which is to three-peat for the championship. Three-peat. So, Holy Cross will go on to the States. Waterbury career, NVL champs.
You know what? Real quick,
dispersing.
let's get JP Vance on here and let's get his thoughts quick.
All right, Coach Vance. Well, number one, you were a predictor. You said that Rossi would score, and he did.
He looked at the basket. He had it.
Hey, free throws, free throws, free throws.
And Dave, if I'm a career fan, when Rossi fouls out, I'm worried because he's always in the right place.
Yep.
He's not a guy that's going to get you 20 points.
But he's in the right place at the right time.
Every time.
Yep.
Every time. But what a good job by, as Chris called him, the big Irishman. Nice job mixing up defenses. Elijah Parker, he had a tough game. He did a great job passing the ball, though.
He was the facilitator. He was. He did a great job facilitating. Not high in point output, but great job facilitating. Career Academy had his number. They knew what they had to do to stop him from scoring, and they did it well. They did it well.
It was a heavyweight battle. I mean, and some of the guys that stepped up. Al Davis had a couple nice plays, couple plays at the rim. Throw my nephew some flowers. He had a nice bucket there.
Yep.
Tie it at 50-50, Perone. But guess what? Career showed like they've been there before. I'm happy for the big Irishman. And listen, Dylan Rossi's a heck of a leader. Doesn't put a lot of numbers on the board. But if I'm giving MVP, the kid's a great defender. And Dave, I counted at least 15 deflections in the second half. He has his hand on the basketball.
Everything. All over the place.
How'd you think the officials did tonight? Not bad, right?
I said it once, and I said, Don Tinker, are you listening? I'm going to say it a second time, Don Tinker. I think that was a fantastic officiating group out there.
And the biggest call of the game,
was
I know.
charge, and that was a charge.
Absolutely.
It was a charge, and I was glad to see that call, regardless, went the right way.
It did.
At the end of the game like that, you don't want to have a bad call. And you have to whistle something when there's that contact. And he called the right call.
Even though we're in the area where there was a lot of Holy Cross fans to our right and career fans to our left, half the crowd obviously loved the call, half hated it. But you know what? The kid's head was down. The defender was set. That's what the charge call is supposed to be.
It is, absolutely, 100%.
And great that they didn't swallow the whistle.
No, he didn't, and you're not supposed to. You know the rule says if there's that much contact, you got to whistle something. You can't let it go.
But listen, I look forward to the CIAC, see what our local people can do, and we got to give a shout out to Frank Lombardo, right?
Yeah.
Frank Lombardo and Joe Monet, the St. Paul coach, girls, and Holy Cross battle, 1-point game.
They're all back and forth. It's like this one wins this year, this one wins the next year, back and forth.
Those two know each other, but great job, Dave, Chris. Thank you as always.
Thanks, Coach. So, right now they're saying the all-tournament team. They're wondering who's going to get the MVP.
I would love to know too.
All the Spartan
Dave,
people are out there.
Dave, that was awesome. Seriously.
Yeah.
That was fun, Dave. I mean,
Now, I have to announce the most valuable player.
Hold on. Let me see who it is.
The MVP is Jeremiah Williams.
Williams is the MVP.
At 16. 16 for Jeremiah Williams. Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, what you just heard was a game that was and
they're picking them up. They have them on their shoulders.
How about that?
The three-time NVL champion.
Three-peat Waterbury Career Academy. What a crowd that was here tonight. If you were watching on YouTube, you saw what a crowd it was. If you were listening at home like Marquand Watson, you could probably hear and sense the size of this crowd. And you were the predictor. You were the prophet, Marquand. You said three-peat, and it was a close game. And guess what? It is a three-peat. Hats off to Career Academy. Hats off to Holy Cross for hanging in there and having a great game. Listen, first quarter, Holy Cross outscores Career 14-11. Next quarter, that's the deciding quarter. Career Academy outscores them 17-11 for a 3-point lead. The third and fourth quarters, 1 point flip each side. 16-17 Career, and then 15-14 Holy Cross in advantage in the fourth. So it was that second quarter that decided this game.
Dave, that was.
You're still shocked right here.
Again, it's just one of those things, Dave, where neither, like, it's a shame somebody had to lose.
Yeah.
And in this case, Career Academy, just at the last couple seconds, they find a way. They may not do things pretty. They may not score the sexy 90 points a game, but they get it done. And, you know, for Ron O'Leary, I think this title, overall, in the 3 that they have won now, I think this one is the sweetest.
I do too. I think the three-peat, the closeness of the game, the fact that they could be champions 3 years in a row in the NVL. Yeah, it's been a long time since we've had that, since Sacred Heart. So,
Dave, I just want to say, really, I love you.
I love you too, man. What a great season.
Is your
we've had
ticker
together.
okay?
Yeah.
Is everybody else's tickers okay?
What a great season, and we'll just have to see what happens in the state tournament.
It all depends.
I know that you'll be broadcasting and doing your thing in the different venues that you do, and hopefully maybe we'll get someone to, and the big Irishman getting up to cut on the ladder to cut the first ring of the championship. Get a picture of that, Chris. Here goes the big Irishman, and he cuts it. He gets his piece. He holds it up in the air, and his team cheers. That's pretty good for him to get up there after that bad accident he had last year, climbing a ladder. I know what that's like.
Dave,
I guess
that was awesome. Hey, we'll find out. Make sure you stay tuned to WHR as far as what game we will be having coming up next. So stay tuned. It's TBA to be announced at a different time, sometime next week, after the games on Monday and Tuesday conclude. There'll be better idea as far as where WHR is going to be. We will be somewhere. So just make sure you listen to WHR. Also listen to Chris on the morning as well for any updates. So Dave, any final thoughts?
Great season, man. Great season.
I'll be seeing you next week.
Season 2?
No, I won't see you because you'll be leaving.
I'm gone.
So maybe I'll see you at Mohegan.
Yeah,
maybe.
That's what we're hoping for. I may make a trip up there for a game or two anyway. And I'll check you out.
Have a safe trip, buddy, all right?
All right, thank you.
I'll talk to you. That'll wrap things up here for the NVL Championship game, and also want to thank our sponsors, Ion Bank, Bunker Hill Pharmacy, Georgie Roofing and Siding Inc., Logan Van Sullivan and Corey's, Community Funeral Home, Bill Wildman Floor Covering, and Thomas and Savings Bank. Also want to thank Bob Davis on the board as always. And hey, as I said, stay tuned to WATR and also Chris in the morning as well for any updates we have as far as what game or potential games we will be covering next week. So, the final. Here from the Reggie O'Brien Gymnasium, 59-56. The Holy Cross Crusaders fall to Career, and the Spartans win their 3rd NVL title in a row. For Bob Davis, for Dave Grant, I'm Chris Saunders. So long from the Reggie O'Brien Gymnasium. We hope to see you next week.